สวัสดีครับนี่คืองาน Ubisoft Forward มาดูครับว่ามีเกมอะไรบ้างทำไมมีคนนี้ยืนอยู่ด้วยเสียง
To the Belasco Theater, starting the show with an exclusive look at gameplay from Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadows, X-Defiant, and more. But first up, let's enjoy a little sunbathing under the palm trees and take a look at some live games like Skull and Bones and Rocksmith Plus, a new VR title from Just Dance, and a few indie games supported by Ubisoft.
นี่ก็มาแล้วครับผมดูช่องผิดป่ะเนี่ยทำไมถึงมี
we often have an element of illusion, trickery, and smoke and mirrors.
มีแบบไม่มีไหม
In order to emulate the complexity of water, we must start with research and reference. I couldn't even begin to count how many hours I've spent studying water over the years. To create and simulate, first we must understand how it looks, how it moves, how it feels, and how it is affected by the world around it. It's a good thing I'm the water guy, and water's been a huge part of my entire life. In Skull and Bones, our world is a fictionalized version of the Indian Ocean. It was important to us that it felt as though we were exploring distinct and unique locations. Each region has a different fictionalized version of the Indian Ocean. It was a
rivers,
seas with its bright look and feel, such as the East Indies looking more gloomy and desaturated versus the open seas with its bright azure blue waters. We also put a lot of effort into the visuals or the rendering of our water. We've improved the way foam forms, we've improved the wave translucency, the way light shines through the waves. We've also added some new surprises like bioluminescence that you might find sailing around the world at night.
At night, a waterfront town glimmers with firelight.
Perhaps the biggest challenge of all is that all of us are expert critics when it comes to water. We have all seen it and felt it in some way, making it incredibly difficult to do perfectly. You may not know precisely why it doesn't look right, just that it doesn't. One of the many challenges with water that other environments don't have is that it is constantly in motion. Where terrain, for example, should be static, water needs to move and support the numerous ways players can interact with it. In video games, we often have an element of illusion, of trickery, and smoke and mirrors. Unlike film, we need to render many frames per second, so we could not possibly do it for real. This is particularly true for water, since we cannot simulate billions of particles, give them gravity, drop them, and see what happens. In a nutshell, this is what a lot of game development is. We look for clever ways we can make complicated real-world elements believable in the simplest way possible. It also needs to not only look realistic, but also be adaptable with our gameplay mechanics and ship physics.
A ship's mast bobs in the surf.
Speaking of physics, in Skull and Bones, players will have choice over the size and type of ship they want to sail. The size, shape, and weight of a ship all needed to be taken into account with the water system. For example, smaller ships will have less mass, higher buoyancy, and therefore float higher in the water. This means you will feel all the waves much more than on a bigger ship, which will have more mass, sit lower in the water, and have increased drag, yet will not be as impacted by the smaller waves. We put dedicated focus on iteration between wave shape, size, and movement to balance with the way the ship physics behave. It was a constant back and forth iterative process to find something that was visually appealing, felt realistic, and was fun to navigate. The driving force of our wave formation is the fast Fourier transform, or FFT algorithm. Utilizing various layers of the FFT at different frequencies is the foundation of our water simulation. Low frequency is the slow, deep swells of the sea, whereas higher frequencies give us the choppy, smaller waves. Of course, I am simplifying this quite a bit, but it is iterating on these FFT layers and the amazing collaborative effort across many teams and disciplines that give us the amazing water we have in Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones represents the culmination of years of innovations and advancements. We are incredibly proud of our authentic, diverse, multiplayer naval experience and the water tech that makes it all possible. I hope you enjoy sailing our water as much as we love creating it.
Text, Ubisoft Singapore Water Tech Team. A white man stands beside a guitar and a PS5.
Hey everybody, it's time for a fun little musical break with Rocksmith Plus, the award-winning method that was voted the fastest way to learn guitar, and has helped over 5 million players. That's a lot of players. Watch this.
He picks up the electric guitar and plays. On screen, a multicolored rhythm timeline prompts song notes. Title, American Girl, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Title, Enter Sandman, Metallica. His fingers shift rapidly over the frets.
Iconic riffs that have never been easier to learn before, and check this out. Not only can you learn your favorite songs in guitar and bass, Rocksmith Plus now also offers piano.
He plays an electric keyboard. Title, In the End, Linkin Park. Title, Clocks, by Coldplay. Titles appear for dozens of other artists.
You can learn official recordings of hit songs from your favorite artists like Metallica, Green Day, Paramore, The White Stripes, and many, many more. Better yet, in addition to PC and mobile, Rocksmith Plus is also available on PlayStation. Learn a new instrument, or just make yourself a little proud by improving your skills.
Try for free today.
In a hotel, a housekeeper arrives at a guest's door. Text, indie games supported by Ubisoft.
Mr. Spade?
Sophie? What's going on?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, snoop through our guest stuff.
Sneaky. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act, I suppose?
Yes.
A photo shows a woman applying perfume. Logo for Low Birth Games.
I could keep an eye out and call you if I see our mysterious photographer return.
Are you telling me I should snoop around?
Well, it's nothing you haven't done before, is it?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I was
Spying on our manager?
I can't remember the last time work was this interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it.
What the hell?
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. I need you to tell me everything that happened.
Maybe don't mention that to the police.
Sophie opens the door.
Did you touch anything?
No, nothing.
Gameplay. Puzzles. The player examines photos and notes, then enters a combination into a locked safe.
What a week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I just don't believe you.
Title, This Bed We Made.
I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not.
Text. Play now on Steam, Xbox X and S, PS5, and PS4. Logo for MetaQuest. Text. A Ubisoft original. A black man sits in his brightly decorated bedroom. He smirks as a portal appears beside him. As he dons a MetaQuest headset, text appears. Immerse yourself in dance. Psychedelic, multicolored backgrounds and dancers give way to glimmering city lights. The man grins while wearing his headset. Two women text. Wanna dance? Let's do it. They don headsets. In VR, they mirror dance moves demonstrated by a virtual avatar. Several player avatars stand side by side. Text. Join the crowd in Dance City. Make yourself at home. In his bedroom, the first man motions shooting a basketball. In a virtual loft apartment, he throws the basketball through a hoop mounted on a balcony. Text. Discover the future of dance. Title. Just Dance VR. Coming October 15th. Add to wishlist on MetaQuest. A countdown timer shows 20 minutes remaining. Text. Ubisoft Forward. Coming up next.
Got that summer feeling yet? Set your alarms for about 20 minutes from now, where we'll kick off with an exclusive look at Star Wars Outlaws and then hear more from Assassin's Creed Shadows and X-Defiant live here in LA. But for now, let's dive back into the pool and cool off with a peek at a classic family board game brought to life with Monopoly, our premier tactical shooter Rainbow Six Siege, and some of the indie games supported by Ubisoft.
A video inset shows a 3D board game and a side-scrolling platformer. From the sky above a dense city, a $100 Monopoly bill flutters down. It passes Mr. Monopoly, a mustachioed white man in a top hat. Game pieces like a silver dog and gold car move around a board game map. Text, coming to all platforms September 2024. The entire coastal city is inset within the board game. The player purchases Ventnor Avenue. The silver dog passes Go to collect their salary. Title, Monopoly, coming September 2024 to Steam, Xbox, PS5, PS4, Switch, and more.
King of the Hat is out now on Steam. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Nothing? That's what most people will do about it. Or are you special? An outlier? One who just might buy it? Buy the game! Become King of the Hat! Butterfly, smooth control, simple, deep competition, spicy plays, party chaos, local and online. Let's go! Arcade mode!
Gameplay, side-scrolling melee.
Hey, golf!
The player ricochets a triangle into a golf hole. They play as a boy, an orange cat, and an eggplant. The cutesy characters bounce off of and attack a variety of household objects and attire.
More to come! But for now, King of the Hat is out now on Steam!
Title, King of the Hat. Text, $4.99 for July.
Washing Machine Junior's here!
Since 2015, Siege has remained the undisputed reference for competitive players. Searching for a tactical PvP shooter.
Operatives rappel up a building.
Unlike other shooters, you need to act faster, think sharper, and fight smarter.
The attackers detonate a barricade.
In Rainbow Six Siege, there are always two sides. You play as attackers and defenders. At the beginning of every round, attackers and defenders will each have an allotted time to design and coordinate their tactics. Attackers send drones to run reconnaissance along the map, locate hostile threats, and target enemies' objectives.
A camera pokes through.
In the meantime, defenders fortify their positions with a variety of tools and gadgets, reinforcing walls, setting up barricades, laying traps, and prepping for the impending assault.
Text, diverse and elite operators.
Every round, you'll have to pick your operator carefully. Each operator comes with their own unique gadget, weapon, loadout, and playstyle. So forming your squad of 5 is like assembling the pieces of a puzzle. You'll need to find the right fit.
A wall trap snatches a grenade.
To bring a perfect strategy to life. Siege has more than 65 operators to choose from. You can pick the operator that matches your own distinct playstyle. Some operators excel at setting traps.
A welcome map snaps a leg.
Some at breaching.
Ash fires a breaching round.
Others at gathering intel. And that's just a few of the many possibilities. Without health regeneration or respawn, all your actions matter and have direct consequences on the success or failure of your squad.
Fenrir aims down a hollow sight.
In here, the best plans are the ones the enemy will never see coming. That's why you need to use every piece of the environment to your advantage. If you don't see a way in, make one. Destruction is a tool that will be key to your success. And every year, our World Championship, the Six Invitational, crowns the best Rainbow Six Siege players, turning them into worldwide icons. But whether you're new to the game or a veteran player, you'll find that in Siege, it's not about if you can outgun your opponent, but whether you can outplan them.
But what is a contest without prizes?
Being at Ubisoft Montreal is very surreal. It feels like a full circle moment.
Of a bird of prey.
I'm Philip. I'm this year's Ubisoft Photo Mode contest winner from Slovenia, and I'm very happy to be here.
Several others join Philip on his tour. Later, he wears a motion capture suit on a soundstage. He grins as he dons the gloves and dances. In a darker room, he watches a Foley artist record cloth sounds. At a cocktail party, attendees examine more photos in a gallery. Orange light and black walls create a striped liminal space. The Great Pyramids poke through dust in shrouding sand dunes. In a dark cavern, bioluminescent shelf mushrooms glow pink. Philip's photo of a bird of prey soars over red, white, and green earth resembling the Mexican flag. Text: congratulations to all, and see you next year. In a burning village, tiny shadow creatures flee from a mech with a flamethrower. Text: indie game supported by Ubisoft. One shadow creature opens its white eyes and a diamond glows on its forehead. It exits an elevator into underground caverns. They charge through on a stony mount. Gameplay: side-scrolling platformer and melee. The player dodges massive pistons crackling with electricity. They dash through temple ruins, a rainy forest, and a botanical mansion. They chat with Kodu, who says, "Welcome to the city registry. Would you like to build something, buddy?" A bartender says, "I've never seen anyone who looks like you in my whole life." The cat-like shadow creature absorbs energy from a monument, then duels fungal monsters in a cave. They fight scarbiddles and a devour-ox before equipping chips in a menu. The shadow creature narrows their eyes at an emaciated shrill, which stretches its jaws unnaturally wide in a scream. They slash at a big bat robot and a bouncing ghost-like Miratos. Title: Biomorph, from Lucid Dreams Studio, available on Steam.
If you're joining us, we're live in LA and you're watching the Ubisoft Forward pre-show. Only 10 minutes to go until the main show starts and it's heating up. We'll be joining the team to kick things off with gameplay from Star Wars Outlaws, but for now, take a sip of that cocktail and settle in for news on our brand new free-to-play arena shooter, Battlecore Arena, the warrior's den that is For Honor, Assassin's Creed Mirage on your iOS devices, and some tactical updates from The Division 2.
The countdown timer shows 10.5 minutes remaining. In a multi-level arena, spherical cores fire lasers at one another, bursting shields and knocking them back. An orange core with a toothy grin pauses to admire flowers nestled in the grass. As two other cores fire missiles, the orange core hops happily between isolated platforms. As the orange core smiles, a distant explosion sends a blue core hurtling toward it. It knocks into the smiling orange core into the arena's distant dome. Text: early access available. Play free now. Back in the arena, the orange core uses spray paint on itself. It turns to reveal an angry face with more teeth. Gameplay: third-person shooter and platformer. Text: shoot 'em up, kick 'em out. The cores roll off jumps and bump their opponents with explosives. A trio glows orange. Text: team up with your buddies. A core arcs overhead, then fires a projectile to teleport to a ledge below. Another core turns invisible. Text: pair up epic skills. The angry orange core propels itself through the air with several small explosions. Text: master physics, master weapons, master the arena. The orange core leads 2 others as they charge up through a holographic lift, then arc through the air. Title: Battle Core Arena. Early access available. Play free now on PC. Among ancient stone ruins, a small battle rages amongst medieval uniformed soldiers. An explosion sends several flying. Several samurai clash in duels. On a parchment, inked drawings appear.
I remember a time of peace, of cherry blossoms and summer winds. Another life no longer meant for me. Bushido called in the shape of a blade, the last of its kind.
The samurai draws his sword, which reflects battles in its blade.
Our enemies are legion. They strike at us by the swarms.
He faces down a platoon of enemy soldiers. He downs several with his ornate blade, then throws shurikens at another.
But 1,000 blades cannot match mine.
The shurikens detonate. Later, other warriors clash in duels. They wield halberds, swords, shields, hatchets, greatswords, and more. Some are lightly armored, others wear chainmail under full plate. Cherry blossoms flutter over the parchment. A samurai stabs his opponent through the back. The samurai twirls his sword and points it at a waiting opponent, who flees through castle ruins.
Send your armies. I will be waiting for anything and anyone.
Title: For Honor. The Muramasa Blade. Play the new season starting June 13th. Watch the full reveal June 11th at 12 Eastern. Twitch.tv/ForHonorGame. Text: Ubisoft WoW moments. Ajal playing Riders Republic. A mountain cyclist performs a series of aerial stunts down a snowy mountain path. He rides down one side of a near vertical slope, using it like a half-pipe. Stealth Gamer BR playing Far Cry 6. The player throws a knife at an enemy, then throws a wrench upward. As they snipe a second enemy, the wrench hits a third. King Curly playing X-Defiant. Switching between their rifle and sidearm, they rack up an 11-person kill streak. Spammels playing Skull and Bones. Spammels mans the helm of his ship. 2 other ships glitch and fly through the air straight toward him.
No, it's disappeared from me.
Oh my god! Someone clip that, please! That was not okay! That's not okie dokie!
Gamebreaker God playing Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. In an arena, they rapidly string together attacks and abilities to juggle a single enemy. Eddie Zell playing Trackmania, world record in a Neo Cupra on the track Digital Ciudad. They cut through several sharp turns, nearly clipping several of the corners. They never break as they complete a lap, cutting straight through several serpentine corners to maintain speed. Agenda TV playing Rainbow Six Siege on the attacking team. They cover for a grappling Amaru.
I throw my smoke and go. Throw shit.
The Amaru bursts in.
Guys, there was a smoke right in front of me. I'm dead. Now I repel. One guy throw.
They're defusing.
Throw. Another guy throw.
They continue lobbing grenades in, racking up 3 kills.
Oh my goodness.
They win the round. Text WOW Moments. Submit your clip. wowmoments.ubisoft.com. Basim kneels in a desert as an eagle lands on his arm. Text, a Ubisoft original. Discover Assassin's Creed Mirage now on the iPhone and iPad. Text, dive into the game with optimized performance and graphics, with HDR support on iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, iPad Pro, and iPad Air. Text, enjoy a seamless experience thanks to cross-save and cross-progression. Play with intuitive touch controls. Customize the touch control's size and position on your screen. Text, also compatible with most controllers. Play the beginning of the game now for free. Title, Assassin's Creed Mirage, a Ubisoft original, available now on iOS. The countdown timer shows 3 minutes remaining. Text, Yannick Banchereau, Creative Director.
The Division 2 has been going strong for over 5 years. Based on the feedback we received from you, we deployed thousands of improvements, updates, and balancing changes, making the game better than ever. And we are just getting started. The first season of Year 6 is starting tomorrow, and with it, we are unlocking level 40 and the entire endgame for all Division 2 players. Tune in to our post-show later today to hear more about the Year 6 updates. Now, let's take a look at what's coming with Season 1.
An agent lies inert on a table. He opens his eyes. Text, play free, June 13th through 17th.
What do you believe, Agent? What's the truth? That Lau was a traitor?
Hood drawn, the agent storms into an operations center, firing his sidearm.
That Kelso has betrayed you. And that I am your enemy?
His opponent's now dead. He calls an elevator.
You want the truth, Agent? You might not like these. Come find me.
Text, meet the first road.
All Division 2 players can now reach level 40 to unlock endgame content. Updated includes the summon, countdown, Paradise Lost Incursion, seasonal man events, and earn exclusive weapon gear.
Title, The Division 2 First Road. Available on June 11th for all Division 2 players, included with Ubisoft Plus. Text, Ubisoft Forward. Punching it into the hyperdrive in 50 seconds.
We're just seconds out from the main show. Don't miss our amazing post-show where we'll dive deeper into some exclusive gameplay. But now, and I've always wanted to say this, it's time to join the crew in a galaxy far, far away. Welcome to Ubisoft Forward.
Okay, we're skipping that part.
Text, Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadows, X Defiant. Jabba the Hutt smiles. Yasuke dons his helmet. Kay slides toward down a hill. Text and more starting now. On stage, a 12-piece orchestra sits on stage before a backdrop of twinkling stars. Lights simulating stars twinkle overhead of the audience as well. The stars stretch and swirl as the hyperdrive activates. A light freighter, the Trailblazer, soars toward a distant planet.
อลังการอลังการตาวอ
Kay rides her speeder bike as Nyx hangs on behind.
สวัสดีครับคุณโอมิสสวัสดีครับงานเพิ่งเริ่มครับ งานเพิ่งเริ่มครับ
Title appears: Star Wars Outlaws. The
Star Wars
musicians stand
Outlaw.
and bow. An arcade game.
Hey, new record. At the top, where it should be.
A high score table is written in Arabesh.
Let's go next.
Gameplay: third-person exploration.
I'm Matthias Karlsson, game director at Massive Entertainment. Today, we'll show you a different type of adventure. And as we journey across multiple systems, we will come across many opportunities for a scoundrel. In Star Wars Outlaws, one of your motivations for exploration is to find elusive experts scattered across the galaxy. These experts will help Kay pick up new skills to survive in the underworld.
Text appears for Bram, the bartender, a Zabrak man.
Here, we're looking for a gunslinger who can teach us some new tricks. Our intel points to the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine. So let's head back to our ship.
Kay strolls with her pet, Nyx.
We're picking up in Accra Station. A remnant of the Clone Wars, it used to be a refueling station that now acts as a trade hub for illegal contraband.
Nyx resembles a pangolin with an axolotl head.
Merchants are often affiliated with the syndicate and might offer you a special deal if you're in good standing with them.
Prompts appear as she walks past shops.
Attracts all kinds of shipjackers, contract brokers, and corrupt officials.
Need your name cleared from the wanted list.
An Imperial officer lounges nearby.
It's a refined EML 850, the last of its kind. On board, you'll find everything you need to finalize your preparations.
Kay boards via a cargo bay ramp. She reaches the cockpit. Kay grasps the control yokes. A battle droid sits beside her. The Trailblazer's engines flare to life.
Each planet has its own system for you to explore, and many opportunities to make a few credits, which you can choose to engage with or not.
I am under attack! My ship will not survive long!
Objective: defend the Pike freighter.
This is Kay Bess on board the Trailblazer. I'm coming to help.
The Trailblazer pulls a 180 in an asteroid field. She opens fire on pirate scourges.
One down.
The Trailblazer banks in a hard pursuit. Gameplay: third-person piloting. With a target lock, the Trailblazer fires a missile.
Stranger. Happy to help. And you can tell Gorak he owes Kay Bess a ship.
In space, your actions also have consequences and can impact your reputation with syndicates.
โอ้มีขับยานด้วย
This dogfight allowed us to improve our reputation with the Pikes while making a few credits.
Spooling up the hyperdrive.
The player selects Tatooine.
And head to Tatooine.
The stars stretch as the hyperdrive activates. The Trailblazer plunges through a swirling tunnel of blue light. and arrives at a desert planet.
Edge of the galaxy.
The tattoo system is in the clutches of the Hut Cartel. Our reputation with them is poor, so we best be on our way.
The Trailblazer plunges toward Tatooine. High clouds dot the horizon. It plunges through the atmosphere as clouds begin to obscure their view.
เกิน
Welcome to legendary Mos Eisley.
ขับยาวลงขับยาว
The infamous
ขับยาวลงจอดได้เลยอ่ะเอ้าเป็นคลิปเหรอ มันนึกว่าขับไปไหนก็ได้
A brownish gray city.
Explore what the city has to offer.
An outdoor market.
Recreating this iconic city is a dream come true for our team, allowing us to show parts of Mos Eisley you've never seen before.
Kay passes a Trandoshan and a Twi'lek. She tosses cred chips in.
For a scoundrel, including working your way in with the Hut Cartel.
A table deals out sabak.
Economy is under their control, even though the increased Imperial presence has been hurting their business.
Stormtroopers man a checkpoint.
เนี่ยผมเพิ่งจะสังเกตนะคือก่อนหน้าเนี่ยเขาบอกกันว่ามีดราม่าเรื่องของตัวเอกของ Star Wars Outlaw เนี่ยคือเขาบอกว่าให้สังเกตตอนเขาเปิดเทรลเลอร์เขาจะพยายามไม่ให้เห็นหน้าตัวละครเลยจะให้เห็นแต่หลังเนี่ยผมเชื่อแล้วเนี่ยผมเชื่อแล้ว
She passes a sand crawler.
เห็นหลังเยอะมากครับไม่เห็นหน้าเลย
The speeder bike boosts. Nix hangs on to the rear.
Dusty valleys, you'll quickly realize that this lawless desert planet still holds
คุณโนไม่บอกว่าดูดีใช่ครับขับยานอวกาศแต่ก่อนชอบ Ubisoft แต่ตอนนี้นำคาญมันเพราะไม่ยอมลงสตรีม
and find our way into this heavily guarded fortress without triggering the alarm.
Kay uses her binoculars. She tags a Trandoshan guard.
ชอบเกมอะไรบ้างครับของ Ubisoft
A small complex sits on top of dusty cliffs. Later, Kay rappels up to them, climbing a rope all the way up the cliff. Nix hangs onto her back, then hops off when they arrive. Gameplay, third-person stealth.
เมื่อกี้เห็นหน้าอยู่นะเมื่อกี้เห็นหน้าอยู่
Data pad or something that can tell me who that old gunslinger is.
A green Rodian has his back to her. Kay vaults over cover. Prompts appear over multiple interactable objects with an icon for Nix.
Nix.
คุณโนไม่บอกว่าชอบทุกเกม
Nix attacks the Rodian's face, leaving Kay enough time to run up and deck him. Kay settles into a crouch, then arrives at a doorway leading to a dark interior.
Do you sense anyone close?
A pulse highlights two enemies within.
แต่เคยเล่นไม่กี่เกม
Text, restricted area. Kay sneaks inside and grabs one of them. She punches the Rodian woman.
ของ Ubisoft ซีรีส์ดีๆก็จะมี Far Cry Assassin's Creed ที่ต้องเล่นครับสำหรับค่ายนี้
A nearby cargo box highlights in the environment.
See what we have here.
She pulls her data spike out of her hair bun.
Yes, I got it.
แล้วมันจะมีเกม
Text, slim pickings.
เกมเรือไม่ใช่ดิเหมือนเกมทำกำไรเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะเกมเรื่อยๆออกได้เรื่อยๆเกมเกม Just Dance นะครับออกได้เรื่อยๆเลยแต่ผมไม่เคยเล่นหรอกเกม Just Dance คุณน้องไม่บอกว่าที่เล่นก็มี Assassin's Creed Compile มันจะมีเกมไหมเนี่ยครับเกม Splinter Cell อ่ะเมื่อก่อนผมเล่นแล้วมันเท่มากครับแต่คือทุกวันนี้คนเรียกร้องกันหายคือ Ubisoft หายหมดเลย ไม่ใช่หายหมดเลยไม่ทำใหม่สักทีไม่ทำต่อสปินเตอร์เซลอะเท่ดิเกมรอบเลนนะแต่ก่อนชอบ Ubisoft ที่ 1เฮ้ยเฟรมตก
At night, she arrives back in town.
Ubisoft ที่ผมผิดหวังมากที่สุดนะคือเกมไม่นี่ Watch Dogs
Actually, I'm here for you. I heard you're the best shot on the
ตอนเปิดตัวผมนี่แบบโอ้โหเอาแล้ว GTA มาแล้วมีคู่แข่งแล้วแต่พอไอเล่นจริงโอ้ดาวเกรดหนักมาก
What we have just shown you is the
แต่เกมมันสนุกเลย
one of the many adventures you can go on in Star Wars Outlaws. Whether you want to learn new blaster skills,
เกม Watch Dogs เท่อะแบบแฮกเกอร์ครับเห็นแล้วเท่มาก
or become an unstoppable thief.
Kay electrocutes a stormtrooper officer.
It's always an adventure.
คอยดอยต่อย
full of opportunities.
ต่อยประตูเมื่อกี้เห็นปะประตู
Kay struts through a town, watches dragonfly-like creatures fly by, and then looks at the battle droid ND5. She fires a minigun from the hip. The trailblazer swirls as
อันนี้น่าจะเป็นเกมเรือธงเขาในตอนนี้ละในปีนี้
Star Wars Outlaws.
Star Wars
On stage, Julian Garrity.
ดูดีขึ้นนะครับจากเจไดอ่ะ
He waves to the audience.
เจไดทั้ง2 ภาคที่ผ่านมา
Surviving in the workers' district in Canto Bight. Seeing the rich get richer while pulling off small cons with your buddy Nix is all you've ever known. After crossing one of the galaxy's elite, you end up hunted, with your one chance of freedom being an impossible task.
Ubisoft ครอบครัวธนาลังการมันก็ใช่ครับแต่ถ้ามองไปตอนนั้นอะเป็นแทบจะทุกค่ายเลย แต่ที่หนักๆหน่อยก็ที่ดังๆหน่อยก็จะเป็น Ubisoft เนี่ยครับที่บ่อยอยู่
A group of scrap hoarding Jawas that can fit off-market parts.
Assassin's Creed ผมชอบที่สุดละใน Ubisoft แล้วก็ฝากขายแต่หลังๆ Assassin's Creed ผมเกลียดเล่น
Dangerous jobs to grow from a street thief into a fearless outlaw. But as a wanted scoundrel, it's in your best interest only to stick around long enough to get what you need before jumping to a brand new location. Syndicates and their leaders such as Lady Kira and Jabba the Hutt have their hand in every part of the galaxy, from the darkest corner of Acre Station to the lawless sands of Tatooine. Build your reputation with them to earn lucrative rewards, or gamble everything, risk
โอ้ยพี่คนนี้เขาอุ้มหมีมาด้วย
and double cross them to land yourself
น่ารักบ้องแบ๊ว
In the audience, a man holds a stuffed polar bear.
Along with our co-development studios all across Ubisoft, and of course, Lucasfilm Games, it's my privilege to share
ฝากขายสนุกแค่
another
1-4 5-6 น่าเบื่อ
that we've crafted
เล่นจบ 6 ยังไม่จบ
and wonder. We hope you love it too. If you're willing to take the risk, the galaxy is full of opportunity.
Julian grins and waves.
ชอบสไตล์ในการออกแบบเกมของ Ubisoft ใช่ไหมครับ
And his monkey lizard in their throne room.
Welcome to the first ever open world Star Wars game. Set in the dangerous golden age of the underworld.
A weak way points a weapon at attackers.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
A Twi'lek beckons Kay to a guard table.
You play as Kay Vess, a
นี่ไงเห็นหน้าแล้ว
looking to start a new life.
เอ้ย
Kay gets pulled into a
นี่ไง
plan
โอ้โหเต็มๆเลย
I believe if you follow the plan, no one gets hurt.
A battle droid hands her her blaster.
She won't do it alone. From childhood Kay and Nix have been inseparable partners,
You're welcome.
helping each other every step of the way.
And now adult K punches an enemy as Nix bites his wrist.
All right, distract him, Nix.
Using their criminal skills and tools,
มีสัตว์เลี้ยงเนี่ย
Nix plays dead in front of two enemies. They look down at him.
Kay and Nix will have to constantly adapt to every scenario.
From a distance, K snipes one.
Nix, you want to drop that for me?
Later, Nix drops a lamp on top of another guard.
Come on.
She types at a console.
Work
The
in
shutters open to
progress.
reveal a Galusian head in a
Work in
tank.
progress.
You'll get me out of here.
As your versatility grows, gain access to new skills and more lucrative contracts.
She fires a minigun. Stormtroopers dismount from a transport.
Something stolen.
And in this world, your actions have consequences.
I can't let you walk out of here.
A Sullustan. K selects refuse and finish the
มีตัว
job
เลือก
in
ด้วย
dialogue.
I'm gonna finish it. Shame.
K draws
เอ้า
and shoots
ยิ
the
ง
Sullustan.
ยิงได้ด้วย
Is everything.
Where is he?
Later, she slams the head of a different Sullustan on a
The
table.
bigger the reward,
อารมณ์แบบ
the more attention you'll receive
มี
from
ตัวเลือก
some
ว่า
of
จะ
the
ยิง
most
หรือไม่ยิง
notorious syndicates of the galaxy.
And how did you think it was going to end?
Tell the governor the payments will not increase.
It's up to you where your loyalties lie.
Two guards allow her.
Hey, Nix!
Being wanted by the Empire brings a new set of challenges.
A chicken walker turns.
This is getting bad. Hold tight!
So as your exploits grow, beware of who you cross.
K flees the ATST on her speeder bike. A TIE fighter flies low overhead, firing at her.
Scattered across the stars are unique locations, rich biomes, environments, and adventures to discover. Traverse the lush jungle world of Akiva,
Her speeder
the
bike
ancient
kicks up
city of
water.
Kijimi, the dangerous savannah moon of Tashara,
She sprints through tall grasses.
or roam the lawless planet of Tatooine.
A massive
When
blinks
it's
at
time
her.
to move, pilot K's Trailblazer to transition from planet to planet.
MD, fire up the hyperdrive.
Ready to jump.
Once you land, you can explore all these worlds on K's S-57 Cardinal speeder.
She faults a jump. Nix hangs on desperately to the back of the speeder, his
Open
tongue
world.
lolling and his eyes squinting.
This is the life of an outlaw. A life where you fight, explore,
She
and
punches a
infiltrate parts of
Trandoshan.
the galaxy you never thought possible. There are opportunities at every turn, and if you're willing to take the risk and defy the odds, the galaxy is yours for the taking.
Stormtroopers fire at the Trailblazer as it leaves a docking bay. Title: Star Wars Outlaws.
Star Wars Outlaw
Text: available August 30th. Pre-order available now. The Ubisoft logo. Logo for X-Defiant. Text: a Ubisoft original. An operative with a full helmet holds a riot shield.
สปินเตอร์เซลมา ไฟสีเขียว3 ดวง
Faction GSK.
อ้าวไม่ใช่ครับ
Operatives decked out in riot gear have Polizei printed on their
โอ้โห
equipment.
X Defy อะไรนะ
An operative fires a scoped rifle and a double-barreled shotgun. Text: 3 new weapons, 1 new map per month. Text: Clubhouse, Daytona, Rockefeller.
X Def อะไรนะ
Courtyard full of carnival
ชื่อเกม
games has hastily
X Defy
erected
อะไรอย่างเงี้ย
barricades.
X
Fully helmeted
Defy
GSK snaps a fresh
Defense
magazine into their
Defense
rifle.
D
Text: New mode, capture the flag. The player downs a cleaner with a sawed-off shotgun to pick up the enemy flag. Text: new ranked progression and rewards, and more. A new weapon skin has a gold kraken over nautical designs. A player skin has gray flesh with glowing red rivulets. The Polizei block incoming fire with the riot shield, then snap off a bolt-action rifle shot.
Watch me.
เดี๋ยวพระเอกต่อไปก็น่าจะเป็น Assassin's Creed Shadow ครับ
X-Defiant, Season 1, GSK. Coming July 2nd. Full reveal July 1st.
เมื่อวานดูแล้วเกมเพลย์เท่มากนะ
Get free eruption skin.
ซามูไรมากๆอ่ะ อย่างเท่ครับ
The The swirling Ubisoft logo over a bay.
ซามูไรมากอะ
A title appears over roiling black seas. Skull and Bones, a Ubisoft original. A crab wears a skull bandana for a shell. A black-sailed ship flies a jolly
คุณอมิตบอกว่า
green snake twisting
ถ้า
through its eye
Ubisoft
sockets. Text
ไม่ติดโลกกับ
Nevin
กวน
Dravinsky, senior producer.
ๆผมน่าจะยังชอบอยู่
Hello
เอ้า
everyone. Since our launch, it's been very exciting watching the community grow and have fun with the world we created. We've gathered a lot of your feedback during Season 1, and we are continuing to work with you, our community, to bring an engaging and immersive naval experience. Season 2, Chorus of Havoc, has just begun and
ออกการตลาดนิด
introduces
หน่อย
a new narrative arc with brand new Sea Lords, the Huback Twins.
Skull and
Armand and
Bone
Bertrand are set to challenge you with their orchestral fleet and reward you with new loot if you are
A
victorious.
ship is festooned in gold spikes.
You will also get a brand new ship, the Brig. It's fast, maneuverable, and perfect as a warship or smuggling vessel. This season will have you face off against a vicious and hungry new sea monster, the Megalodon, Lestar.
A giant fin cuts through the
Special
waves.
time-limited events, the Summer Fiesta and Dragon's Regatta boat races will have you competing for additional rewards to customize your ships and arsenal. We've also added community-requested features, including fleet management, allowing you to assign your ships to a POI, secure your profits, expand your empire, and deliver precious pieces of aid.
Red lines appear on a map.
New solo and PvE game modes have been added, giving you more ways to acquire manufactories and defend them from rivals looking to cripple your empire. Ship upgrades will elevate your favorite ships to powerful new levels, offering further diversity in your playstyle. This summer, the fresh gameplay experiences will continue with our upcoming Season 3.
แล้วยังไงครับมันเกิดอะไรขึ้นเนี่ย
You will meet the mysterious Li Tianning, a renegade of the naval faction, the Dragon's Claw. This new Sea Lord will create a big impact on the open seas and brings new activities, stories, and rewards. You will also face off against a brand new legendary sea monster like never before, a flying dragon, resurfaced after eons of slumber. A new 5v5 PvP mode will offer new ways to play, progress.
ผมนึกว่าแบบมังกรบินมาแล้วก็เอาเรือไปยิงอะไรเงี้ย
Feature of Season 3, and you can also try it separately as part of our free trial. Finally, thank you to all our players. We will keep working hard to bring you original, amazing experiences as we continue to go on this journey with you.
Over a Jolly Roger flag, a title, Skull and Bones, a Ubisoft original.
Season
2, available now. The Ubisoft logo. On stage, 2 pixelized torches sit on the screen. Behind a woman who wears all black as she strides out.
Hello everyone. I'm Gwen Béraud, brand director for Prince of Persia. And today, I have 3 special treats for you. Since 1989, players have gone on epic adventures
Prince of Persia
in legendary Persia. Embodying relentless princes
ทำไมเห็นแล้วจะไม่รู้ครับ
capable of defying gravity, running on
เคยเล่นตั้งแต่ไอ้ที่มันเป็น
rewinding time to avoid
ที่มันเป็น
traps
ภาพแรกอะที่เป็นแบบว่าภาพเก่า
Celebrate the 35th anniversary of
ๆนี่ไง
franchise. We wanted to give you new
เนี่ยภาคที่เป็นถือมีด2 อันทางซ้ายอ่ะภาคนั้นนะผมเล่นเยอะสุดละมันแปลงร่างได้ครับเท่มากอ่ะ
released to critical acclaim from media and players.
เหมือนกับแปลงร่างเป็นมีไฟอ่ะ
Ubisoft Montpellier
ตัวเรามันเป็นเหมือนกับ
has a special treat
โดนไฟไหม้อ่ะ
Check it out.
Hello everyone. Thank you for all the love you shared about our game and the free updates released over the past months. It's been thrilling to watch.
A man is pushed aside by Sargon, a young black man with short dreads. A streamer looks at a game screen.
Wow, but the f***ing little...
Game over.
Oh!
Several streamers play, their jaws dropping.
And now, have a look at our
อลัง
first
การ
title update
อลังการเกิน
available for free called Divine Triumphs. And next, a glimpse of Story DLC.
Text, free content update, Divine Trials, combat challenges. 4 stone tablets show a lion, horse, goat, and crane. Sargon slashes at a white boar. Gameplay, side-scrolling hack and slash. Text, revisited bosses, puzzle challenges, platform challenges. Sargon dashes through spiked traps. Text, new amulets, new outfits. Divine Trials. Available.
ถ้าไม่ตายเหรอถ้าไม่ตายใหม่
Title, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. In a cavern, Sargon stands
DLC
before a
ป่ะ
gigantic gold and teal mask. Firelight burns in braziers as the mask opens its swirling blue eyes. Title, Mask of Darkness, Story DLC coming September 2024.
Mask of the Darkness
On stage, Gwen smiles.
But we are not
ภาคนี้ทำให้กู้ซีรีส์นี้ขึ้นมาได้เยอะเลยครับ
to bring their amazing independent spirit to the franchise. The Rogue Prince of Persia, which released just a few weeks ago, is a fast-paced action platforming roguelite. Throughout the early access phase,
คุณโอมิดบอกว่า
we'll be gathering
รอลงส
valuable
ตรีม
feedback from you all, while also
แต่ถ้าไม่มี
delivering regular updates and
Exclusive
additional content. Here's a taste.
Text, Matt Hutton.
อ๋อถ้าไม่มี achievement ก็ไม่เล่นอยู่ดี
Everyone is in full debugging mode and completely freaking out. So by the time you see this, the Rogue Prince of Persia would have been out for 2 weeks already. And it's time to thank you, people from the future, for all your love and the billions of sales we've made now that the game is bug-free and has 100% positive reviews.
He shrugs.
Today, I can happily announce that our first update, the Temple of Fire, is about to release. Check it out.
The prince, a purple man wearing a red sash and white pants, hops over a spike trap. Gameplay, side-scrolling platformer. Text, new biome, Temple of Fire. New mobs, new weapons. The prince twirls a halberd as he double jumps through a fire.
อันนี้ภาคไหนครับเนี่ย
He ground pounds 2 purple specters. Title, The Rogue, Prince of Persia, The Temple of Fire update. Available now.
The Rogue Prince of Persia The Temple
On stage, Gwen.
ภาคใหม่เหรอ
Finally, I will leave you with a glimpse of what we are calling our love letter
น่าเห็นไหมครับ
to
ทาง
one
ซ้าย
of
อ่ะ
the most
ซ้ายบนเห็นไหม
beloved game
จะแปลง
in
ร่าง
the
ได้อ่ะ
entire series.
เอ
One that I'm sure you'll agree is truly timeless.
ภาคนี้ลงสตรีมมี achievement ด้วย แต่ไม่สนุกเท่า
Gwen walks off.
เพิ่งออกเลยอ๋อ
Moonlight shines brightly over a medieval city. Smoke twirls before it, running in reverse into a candle. The candle lights. The wax dripping down its sides recedes as the candle grows taller. Title, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, 2026. A Ubisoft original. The Ubisoft logo over swirling particle dots.
With Rocksmith Plus, you can learn guitar and piano fast anytime, anywhere. From your PC, mobile, and now PlayStation. Discover thousands of hit songs from artists like Metallica, Tom Petty, Coldplay, and Linkin Park, with new songs added each month. Enjoy practice tools to hone your skills, like adaptive difficulty and tab or sheet music view. Whether you're a beginner or expert, anyone can learn with Rocksmith Plus. Plus, get real-time feedback with personalized AI recommendations to grow your skills each day. And best of all, new users can download Rocksmith Plus free with access to a limited number of songs, lessons, and features. Try for free today.
The Ubisoft logo over a bioluminescent forest.
No way.
A streamer,
No freaking way.
Kage SMG, walks through an overground tunnel
Oh my god.
and emerges into a bright
Avatar.
green forest.
Probably going to be saying that a lot.
Text, a blast to explore Pandora.
I got goosebumps.
อวตาร
Nice and easy. We're going to be best pals.
The player approaches an ekran.
Yo, let's go!
Later, they dive off a cliff to land on their ekran. Text, technologically impressive. They fire at multiple mech suits.
Slide and punch a guy, it's great.
Text, a hallmark of excellence. A Navi smears yellow paint on the player. Title, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. Protect Pandora, become Navi. Over a bright Pandoran forest, a Navi soars on her Ikran. Together, they touch down in a brightly colored market nestled in a valley.
The battle has been won.
She smiles. All around, Navi dance and play drums.
It is time to heal, rejoice, and celebrate. Welcome to the great game.
The player fires arrows from their dire horse on an obstacle course. Gameplay, third-person and first-person platformer.
Target is secured.
From the skies above, a fiery ship crash lands.
Get down! They tried to break us.
แล้วเมื่อกี้ยืนเฉย
But we'll rise stronger.
The market valley has burned to embers. On a dire horse, the player gallops to an abandoned military facility. They face down gunfire from humans, downing several with their bow. A human in an amp suit raises a shield. Another amp suit with flamethrowers bears the name Harding on its side.
Long time no see!
The player leaps, spear aloft. Title, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, The Skybreaker, July 16th, 2024. Available in Season Pass.
ๆมันเป็นโหมดออนไลน์เหรอ
Police lights
The
flash.
Call
Title, The Crew Motorfest.
Hi everyone. What a first year we had with the Crew Motorfest.
Gregory Corgi. Several cars drift and vault
will be
jumps.
the final update of Year 1 coming in July. It will be all about car customization and you will discover our latest playlist, Donk versus a Rider. Now, let's talk about the future. I'm thrilled to give you a first look at our festival program for the year to come. In Year 2, Motorfest will continue to grow with more season, cars, and playlists. We will start with Season 5 and a huge surprise. We know many of you love spending hours exploring our beautiful world. So, what about discovering a new playground?
Text, New Island, Maui.
Yes, a brand new Hawaiian island will be added to the game at the launch of Season 5 for free. Season 5 will also bring a sequel to a fan favorite playlist with Men in Japan, Volume 2. Year 2 will introduce a brand new gameplay experience. Chase and Takedown arrive at Motorfest. Let's have a look.
Text, a Ubisoft original. A neon sign flickers for Maui's Customs. Text, Ubisoft presents
ภาค
The
นี้ยัง
Hound.
แปลงร่างรถได้อยู่ไหม
A chained up Doberman chews a chew toy.
By the chase. Always
คือจุดเด่นของเขาจะเป็นแบบว่าขับไปแปลงเป็นเรือแปลงเป็นเครื่องบินได้เงี้ย
it's on.
The dog breaks their chain and sprints
คือ
after
ไปได้
them.
หมดอะ
Speed lines
วิ่งได้หมด
appear and the dog transitions into a
ไอ้เกมนี้
decal
เปล่า
on the side of a car in the race. Neon lights adorn the rims. Two others join the first. They face down a car adorned with cat icons.
มอเตอร์เฟส
The two
อ๋อ น่าจะคนละเกม
dogs
แล้วหรอมั้ง
with police light bars on top chase the cat. The sleek cat car drifts around the corner. Speed lines appear through the air as they change gears. They manage to juke the two police cars with a sharp turn. The Doberman settles back down.
For us, as the chase never stops.
They spot another cat and charge it. Title, The Crew Motorfest, The Chase Squad, November 2024.
November
Chase Squad will be joining Motorfest in
ได้
November
ข่าว
as
เจ๋ง
premium PvE content. To
เกมรถเนี่ยเหรอครับ
tune into our next The Crew showcase in September. Thank you for watching and see you there.
The Ubisoft logo. Text, a Ubisoft original. An older white man stands on a platform.
By order of the Emperor,
my fellow Roman.
The hillside before him is completely empty.
I bring forth tidings of hope across our glorious lands.
Annoyed, he glances at a goat.
For we stand on the threshold of a new age. Our streets shall be lined with abundance. Our fields shall yield bountiful harvests, and our coffers shall overflow with wealth. An era of prosperity dawns upon us, heralded by the arrival of a new governor.
You can take it from here.
He looks at us. Title, Anno 117. Text, build it and they will
Anno
Pax Romana. Available
ใช่ไหม
2025.
Anno ใช่ไหม
Two men walk on stage.
Manu, I love that trailer.
That was awesome. Hi, my name is Manuel Reiner. I'm creative director.
And hi, I'm Hay Anderson, brand director. And it's with great pleasure and enthusiasm that we, on behalf of the Ubisoft Mind Studio, stand before you to give you a glimpse into the extraordinary new chapter that is Anno 117 Pax Romana, a fan favorite setting that's been highly awaited. Now, we'll be releasing in 2025 on both PC and console. But today, we embark on an unparalleled journey. Just imagine, it's the year 117, time of the Pax Romana.
Yes, and united by conquest, the Empire found its way to peace and become a cultural melting pot. Anno 117 Pax Romana will deliver Roman gaming experience unlike anything you have ever played. And for the first time in Anno, you will be able to choose your starting province. Either the mysterious Celtic wetlands of Albion, where no civilized Roman wants to be, or the traditional Roman heartlands, Latium, close to the hungry heart of Empire.
Manu, I'm so excited for this game.
Same for me.
And there are so many more exciting features and details that we'll reveal in time. So stay tuned for next year as Anno 117 Pax Romana will be releasing on both PC and console. But it's with great passion and excitement that we bring this 25-year-old timeless game here to the main stage at Ubisoft Forward. And to our core, loyal fans, a massive thank you. Because without you, none of this would be possible.
Hay presses her hands together. Manuel waves. Title, For Honor. Several samurai duel their opponents. One throws a shuriken, another draws her sword across her throat. Two brawlers clash with punches. Title, Brawlhalla. Join over 100 million players. A dragon swings a double-bladed axe. Text, 50-plus crossovers from Legendary. Title, The Crew Motorfest. A vintage Porsche has its headlights open. An Alfa Romeo shines in a garage. The Alfa Romeo logo badge is on several different vehicles. Title, Monopoly. Two dice roll on the game board.
ไอเกมที่
The silver dog advances past
ที่
the
ใส่หมว
silver
ก
top hat.
โมโนเนี่ยโมโนโพลี
Text, coming to all platforms September 2024. Title, Trackmania. Snow.
โอ้
An Eastern-style pickup truck vaults a jump. Text, Desert. Several American muscle cars drift around a sandy track. Title,
อันนี้เกม
Riders
สเก็ต
Republic. Skateboarders use half pipes and grind rails. Over a lake, they ride on glowing hoverboards. One vaults a jump and twirls in midair. Title, Battle Core Arena. Text, come get some. Available now. Text, play free, early access on Ubisoft Connect, Steam, and Epic Games Store. The angry orange core spins through the air. Logo for Ubisoft. The swirling logo for Ubisoft over a peaceful sunlit village. Inside the theater, ornate gold finery glimmers along the ceiling and around the borders of the stage.
มาแล้วแอสซินคีด
Stand still and ready
แดงๆอย่างนี้
They each play a different sized taiko drum. Text performed by the Taiko Project. The lame drummers are lit only in red. The screen behind them shows red mist, with a samurai and a shinobi emerging from it. Several hold their bachi
แอ
sticks
สซิน
high.
กรีดนี่มาแล้วชาโดเกมเพลย์เต็มๆครับ นี่แหละไฮไลท์เลย
Who are you? We are the shadows.
A Japanese woman dons her hood.
Serve the light.
The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river.
An African samurai dons his kabuto helmet.
Vengeance. We must learn to trust
And follow the blade.
together.
วู้เห็นไหม
The assassin logo
Highlight
appears.
จริงครับ
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles Benoit, Game Director on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm very proud to be here today to present our dream project, a game that we have wanted to make for a very long time. Yes, we're finally going to feudal Japan at the end of Sengoku era.
Charles points to the audience.
War, where clans were fighting for power, a turning point in history culminating in the unification of Japan. A period shaped by political intrigue, secret leagues, and battles fought in the shadows. And a time where the greatest warrior became heroes and inspired the most amazing and well-known epic fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. Two perfect archetypes for our dual protagonist. You'll embody the deadliest trained assassin in history, the shinobi, with Nawe, a young woman from the mountains of Iga province, who was forced by war to learn the arts of deception. You'll also experience Japan through the eyes of Yasuke, an historical character whose legend is surrounded by mysteries. It allows us to tell the story of a foreigner who becomes a samurai under Oda Nobunaga, the most powerful daimyo at that time.
In the audience, several members wear T-shirts for the Assassin's Creed dev team.
And views of the world. Once allied, player can bounce freely between both characters. Play either as Yasuke, a strong combat-focused samurai, or as Nawe, the agile and stealthy shinobi. And as you progress in your adventure, you'll feel the time passing like never before. We're introducing a full year cycle where you'll be able to rediscover a location under different season and weather.
On the screen behind him, the sun shines through lush forests.
Ice may prevent you from going underwater. But as the season gets warmer, you can now use spawns to approach your enemies. Or heavy rain will help you to blend in the environment, to lurk or escape your opponents. You can also use your surroundings to your favor. At night, extinguish lanterns and destroy brazier to vanish in the shadows. Each day and season bring its own challenges.
มันเนาะภาพสวย
I'm really excited to share an extended look at
มีซับ
Assassin's
ไหม
Creed Shadows gameplay. You're about to see a sequence where Nawe and Yasuke are hunting corrupted daimyo
โนไม่บอกว่าถ้าลงสตรีมจะซื้อ แต่ไม่ลงอยู่แล้ว
You'll see the dynamic of our
น่าจะประมาณว่า
and now they complement
ลงร้านตัวเองก่อน
and the deadly skills
เดี๋ยวค่อยมาลงทีหลัง
Thank you everyone. Enjoy.
The dev team cups their hands to cheer up at him. Text, a Ubisoft original. Yasuke.
Benevolence and cruelty.
มาเกมเพย์
I tread my own path in this divided land.
In his full armor, he rides an armored horse. A spiked war club is strapped to his back.
มาแบบญี่ปุ่นโดยแท้เลยครับ
Cherry blossoms bloom in a farming village.
คือตามเนื้อเรื่องปกติอะAssassin's Creedนี่คือแบบว่าตัวละครเราคืออยู่ในยุคที่มีเทคโนโลยีแล้วก็ย้อนกลับมาใช่ไหมครับแต่ทำไมภาคหลังๆเหมือนกับเขาไม่ได้สนใจตรงนั้นแล้วหรือเปล่า คือในความเป็นจริงอะเราตามเนื้อเรื่องอะคือเราเป็นคนที่อยู่ในเครื่องหนึ่งใช่ไหมแล้วก็มาเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะพอเข้าไปในเครื่องนั้นแล้วก็คือเข้าไปเราก็จะย้อนกลับมาเล่นในตัวละครของยุคอื่นๆได้อะที่เป็นนักฆ่าอะไรเงี้ยครับแต่เมื่อหลังๆเขาไม่ได้พูดถึงเรื่องนั้นเรื่องหรือเปล่า
He approaches a Shiba Inu, who looks up at him with its tail wagging. With a prompt, Yasuke bends down and pets the dog's head.
คุณโอมิถามว่ารู้ได้ไงแท้เคยไปเหรอก็มันจะประมาณนี้เปล่า
The dog licks his hand.
ก็เห็นเล่นเกมญี่ปุ่นแต่ละทีดูการ์ตูนก็จะประมาณเนี้ยครับ
Right behind you, little one.
เนี่ยเซคิโร่ก็ประมาณนี้ป่ะครับบ้านเมืองแบบนี้เลย
The boy approaches an older woman. With a prompt, Yasuke talks to her. She bows.
A samurai. One that does not hail from these lands.
I am a stranger, yes, but you have nothing to fear from me.
Ha! I have enough to fear from the men of Kuchia.
His helmet now removed, Yasuke bows back.
คุณโอมิบอกว่าคนไม่ชอบระบบย้อนเขาเลยตัดออกไปบ้างมันทำให้ตัวหลักตายด้วย
A stranger might make good merit leading a village of a threat like these men.
ซึ่งผมหลังๆนี่ผมก็ไม่ได้
Then I shall see it done.
ไม่ได้ตามมาเล่น Assassin's Creed ล่าสุดที่ลองการ์ดจอตอนนั้นนั่นแหละครับคือเข้าไปลองนะเรื่องอะไรผมก็ไม่ค่อยจะรู้เรื่องหรอกแต่คือพอเปิดตัวแต่ละภาคก็ไม่เห็นเขาพูดถึงไอ้เครื่องนั้นเลย
More division among the people here. More corruption.
อันนี้ที่เขาดราม่าใช่ไหมตัวเอกทำไมถึงไม่ใช้คนญี่ปุ่น
The wooden buildings have sloped roofs.
เนี่ยบ้านเมืองก็ญี่ปุ่นแบบนี้ญี่ปุ่นสมัยก่อนอะผมก็เห็นในเกมกับในการ์ตูนนะ แบบนี้
This isn't your fight, samurai.
A guard with a halberd stops him. Text appears.
รู้ไหมว่าอันนี้บายเย็กอะไรนะจากออริจินป่ะเนี่ยเอาแล้วสู้แล้วมีกอหลุดด้วยเหรอ
His health bar depletes to half after just 2 blows. Yasuke finishes him, crushing his torso in a shower of blood. He swings at another guard. Multicolored prompts appear over the guard's blade. When Yasuke swings his war club back at him, the guard's torso highlights. Time slows slightly with each impact that Yasuke receives and parries. He crushes a third guard, then stomps on his head.
อย่างโหด
More appear from nearby
โอ้
buildings.
โห
Yasuke activates an ability which makes the world turn grayscale as he leaps into the air with a single hit, crushing one of the guards.
They were going to kill me. Thank you. There's another. Up the road toward the castle.
He shoulders his war club.
Protector turned persecutor. Greed cannot rule this village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my head. I said kill him.
Fujioka ushers a villager forward. Yasuke draws one of his two blades and makes quick work of him.
You will have to spill it first.
Fujioka charges in. His health bar appears at the top of the screen. With several swings, Yasuke removes his helmet.
Who do you think you are? For the people? I am justice.
Fujioka, now bareheaded, swings wildly. Yasuke counters him. They both manage to land blows, but Yasuke finishes off with Fujioka. Text, target killed. Yasuke hits him, then sheathes his sword.
ผมน่าจะซาดิสไปแล้ว
He kneels and pulls a note off of him. Nearby, another man charges. From the rooftop overhead, Naue appears. She hops down using her hidden blade on the attacker.
I was going to handle that.
Naue looks up at Yasuke.
นี่
What did you find?
She smirks.
เปิดตัวอย่างที่
This samurai has been stealing from the villagers. He has been starving the people here for some time.
So now we know who he worked for.
A daimyo in Fukuyama Castle.
We should go.
Not before we send our allies to look for him. He'll be difficult to find.
หัวหลุดอะ
A map appears. Objective: assassinate Lord Hayashi.
The daimyo. He's there.
Who will take the lead?
We can sneak in.
Or charge through the front gate.
Two options appear: play as Yasuke or play
มี
as
ตัวเลือกครับ
No one will see me coming.
The player selects
มี
Naue.
ตัวเลือกว่าจะเล่นใครด้วยนะ
But be careful in there.
เมื่อกี้เขาเลือกเป็น
Don't
ตัวผู้หญิง
worry. I won't be alone. It'll be me and the shadows.
Naue jogs off.
In the shadows. To serve the light.
I'll go straight for the daimyo. When fighting a snake, why
หรือว่า
wrestle the
หลังๆแบบ
body
เปลี่ยน
when
ตัว
you
ได้
can
ตลอด
slice off
เว
the
ลา
head?
Rain
นี่
falls
ไง
as the
เล่นตัวผู้หญิง
moon
ละ
shines brightly. Naue jogs along the apex of a rooftop. In a grayscale mode, she highlights all nearby enemies in red. Using a grappling hook, she swings off a tree, then stabs her hidden blade through one who was out of sight from others. She spots a villager woman begging to a samurai who holds his sword precariously. Naue goes prone through tall grass.
You're mine now, snake.
She hides behind a barrier and spots a lantern. She throws a shuriken toward it. She sprints toward a guard and assassinates him with her hidden blade. With a prompt, she whips out a kusarigama, a weighted ball on a chain. It wraps around a guard's neck and assassinates him.
เหมือน
Naue
ภาค
scales a sheer
Dedicate เนอะ
wall,
สลั
then
บ
uses
ได้
her grappling hook to vault
อ๋
up to
อ
a rooftop.
ที่เล่นเป็นพี่น้องแฝดชายหญิงครับ
Below, on a balcony, she uses an R1 assassinate prompt. Gameplay, third
เล่น
person
ไปได้นิด
stealth.
เดียวเองอะเท่ดีอะภาคนั้นอะ
A grave, huh?
ลอนดอน เล่นในลอนดอน
Naue sneaks across a gate. She crouches past firelight. A prompt appears to assassinate villagers. But Naue instead
เอ้า
grabs
ลาก
her
ไปเลยเหรอ
and pulls her into another room before knocking her out.
เอื้อ
She strangles the woman
ล้ม
who falls to the floor. Now extinguishes a paper lantern inside. A silhouette appears through a paper wall.
ว้าทิ่มผ่านประตูได้ด้วยอ่ะ
Assassinating the person on the other side. She extinguishes another paper lantern as she walks past barricades indoors.
He's coming. I need to hide.
อันนี้ก็ทิ่มผ่านประตูได้ใช่ไหม
Through a wall, she grapples up to the ceiling, clinging to the rafters as the man enters. Naue watches him walk past, then drops. She opens the door and sneaks back out into the night.
All of you! First, Fujioka dies in the street at the hands of some stranger!
Text appears.
แสดงว่าถ้าผมเลือกตัวผู้ชายอ่ะก็คือน่าจะเป็นสายบู๊เลยมั้งครับอันนี้คือตัวผู้หญิงเป็นสายรอบเลน
Fujioka must have been the samurai Yasuke took out. Good riddance.
Naue sneaks through an adjacent building where blood and broken pottery is smeared on the ground.
A daimyo like that deserves a slower death than the one I'm about to give him.
Alertness markers appear as she sneaks into a courtyard. She goes prone in a pond adorned with lily pads, then swims just under its surface. When the player pauses, she breathes through a straw.
เนี่ยถ้าสมมติผมเลือกผู้ชายมาผมก็วิ่งบู๊ถล่มเละเทะหมดอะไรเงี้ย
She assassinates the Lord Hayashi.
เอาแล้ว
Nearby, several lightly armored guards begin to duel Naue. She swirls her Kurisagama ball around herself, impacting several of them nearby at the same time. She swirls toward one guard, then finishes him with several strikes of the ball to his face. She sprints away, scales a sheer wall, and then arrives on the
น่าจะเลือกได้ขึ้นอยู่กับภารกิจ
She sprints along it
บาง
as
ภาร
other
กิจเลือกได้
samurai below run
บางภาร
toward
กิจ
where
บัง
she
คับ
just was.
อืม
She scales another wall, enters a building,
ผมฟังที่เขาพูดไม่ออก
onto a rooftop
ว่าเขาพูดว่าอะไร
as lightning flashes.
เขาอาจจะบอกไว้
Outside of the complex, she is now safe.
ถ้ายังไม่เริ่มภารกิจแบบเดินสำรวจกดเปลี่ยนได้เรื่อยๆอ๋อ
Seasons. A paintbrush paints calligraphy. Yasuke swirls a halberd. On the other side of bamboo, Naue wields her Kurisagama and a smaller blade. Yasuke and Naue raise cups of tea to one another. They stand on a pagoda overlooking a farming village. A title appears in painted red, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
เฮ้ยดูดี
Text
November
appears
ครับ
November 15th.
15
Pre-order available now.
พรีออเดอร์ได้แล้ว
On stage, Yves Guillemot. Text appears.
Ubisoft
Explore new worlds. Ubisoft Plus subscription service. Text. Race endlessly. Team up. And so much more.
ผมนึกออกอะ Rainbow Six Siege
New releases in premium editions. Star Wars Outlaws. Early access August 27th, 2024. All available day one. Title for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Text. Launch offer. Limited
เอาเรื่อง Day 1
subscribe for 1 year and save 4
Day 1
months.
บน
Join now.
Ubisoft Plus เหรอ
Title Ubisoft Plus. Join now. UbisoftPlus.com.
อันนี้คือเขาผลักดันซับสไครต์แล้วใช่ไหม Day 1 ด้วย
A crowd of 20 people stands on stage.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure for all of us to be here to celebrate our shared passion for games. I wanted to say
คุณต้องบอกว่าเหลือเวลา
Ubisoft
ดาวเกตอีก 5 เดือน
Their talent, creativity, hard work is what makes
คุณต้องมีกำลังจะบอกว่า
all this possible.
ดาวเกตแน่นอนใช่ไหม
Four stormtroopers flank the stage. Eve and everyone behind him claps. Text. Stay tuned for the post show.
To all our
อินเตอร์เซล
players,
มา
thank you. Your passion
ไม่น่ามี
is
แล้ว
our driving force.
น่าจะจบ
And
ละ
we can't wait for you to get your hands on the amazing games you have seen today. So thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you to all of you.
Eve gestures around to everyone behind him. The stormtroopers stare placidly out at the audience as they applaud.
จบแล้ว
Logo for Ubisoft Forward. Palm trees are silhouetted against a sunset pink
Don't go
sky.
anywhere. Stay tuned for the Ubisoft Forward post show for
แน่นอนนะ
deeper
พระเอก
looks
หน้า
at
นี้ก็คือ
Assassin's Creed Shadows,
Assassin's Creed
Star
Shadow
Wars Outlaws, and The Division 2. Presented by Intel, the main PC partner for Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Logo for Intel.
Hello, my name is Thierry Dansereau, Art Director on Assassin's Creed Shadows.
And I'm Charles Benoit, Game Director on Assassin's Creed Shadows. We are here today to share details on our first gameplay walkthrough for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Torii Gate are really iconic in Japanese
โนมินบอกว่า
culture
เคย
and
ดูคลิป
also
เปรียบ
very
เทียบ
striking
ทุก
visually.
ครั้งที่
So
ออก
when
มา
the
จะดาว
players
เกรด
see them,
ดีเทล
they
ลง
will
ทีละนิด
know there is something
จนให้
interesting to
เกมออก
discover following that path.
A square-shaped red gate.
Secrets, it can be
ใช่
loot,
ครับ
targets, everything that fuel your progression.
We wanted to showcase one of the many castle
คือ
paths that the game will have. Assassin's Creed
เป็น
Shadows
แบบนี้หลาย
will
เก
be
มเลย
exploring a dynamic and
พอ
ever-changing
ผม
open world,
ผมก็เคยดู
all of
พวก
which
แบ
is
บเทียบ
affected
แบบ
by
เนี้ย
dynamic seasons and
บาง
weather
ทีเขาจะแบบว่า
Yasuke strides through the village.
เทรลเลอร์ปีนี้
Wildlife is now more
เทียบ
than
กับ
ever
เทรลเลอ
part
ร์
of
ปี
the
นี้
ecosystem and biomes.
กับ
Assassin's
เอา
Creed
เกมออก
Shadows,
จริง
a lot of the
มา
game
เทียบกับ
wildlife will
เทรลเลอ
evolve
ร์
and change colors through
ที่เคย
seasons,
เปิด
and
ตัว
the
อะไร
player
เงี้ย
will even see puppies
เขาจะมาเทียบกันแบบนั้น
He pets the Shiba Inu.
have more natural behaviors and awareness
บาง
systems.
เกมก็ดาวเกรดบางเกมแบบก็ดีขึ้นนิดนึง
Samurai sir, this way, I beg you.
Such beauty, shadowed by suffering.
You're about to see Yasuke in action. In that sequence, Yasuke is going to find one of his targets.
หลอกให้คนตายใจเรื่อย
We'll have a lot of targets to hunt around Japan, and this zip cam and celebration is used to highlight those moments
ๆฟู
when you
จิ
find
โอ
them.
กะใช่ไหม
Yasuke draws his war club.
Let's see some
เนี่ยถ้าเป็นผมเล่นนะผมวิ่งทะลุทะลวงไปเลยเนี่ยไม่สู้หรอกตัวเนี่ย
The notion of dynamism was also applied to our props that are for most of them breakable.
เอาอันนี้วนแล้วอ่ะ
He crushes one of the guards.
Yasuke is using a kanabo, so it's a big, massive weapon, slow but very impactful. It's the best weapon to break enemies'
นี่
armor.
เป็นไง
It's also a good tactic to
Ellie.
remove armor first because it reduces the time to deal with your opponents.
The war club.
You can see the yellow bar under the enemy. It represents the armor, and once it's broken, it's a lot
Ellie,
easier
เป็น
to
ไง
hit and inflict damage. Attacking and defending charge up your adrenaline meter. Once it's full, you can spend all those resources to push back or knock down or inflict damages, and even put the enemy vulnerable.
Yasuke leaps to finish a guard.
Novelty is the posture system. You can hold your attack and posture at any moment inside a combo.
ชอบวิ่งแนะนำ
Those
ให้ไปเล่น
attack inflict massive damage and can also branch into execution.
คือเนี่ยถ้าเมื่อกี้
Those attack your
มันอารมณ์แบบว่า
So the key is to really master
ก็
the
เขาก็
timing.
บอกอยู่แล้วว่าบอสที่เราต้องจัดการคืออยู่ตรงเนี้ย
In the end,
เราก็วิ่งเข้าไปเลยอะ
can give you an edge over your stats.
ก็อยู่ข้างหน้าเรานี่เองอ่ะ
The players always have
เราก็ทะลุทะลวงเข้าไปเลย
so they can freely switch between both of them. You can see here Yasuke has the classic katana, and he's using one of his unique move, the sheeted attack.
He stabs a villager through the
Now
gut.
you can concentrate on the target. You can see the katana is a lot faster and versatile. Looking at the target, you see he's a lot more reactive and defensive.
Yasuke
If
slashes
you're
at
taking the
Fujioka.
posture like right now, he's also using one of his posture against you. So it creates really this dance between the two fighters. The enemy reactivity really pushed the player to use all his tools. So the parry, you need to react, you need to read the enemy to find the best opening and land the posture attacks when it's best.
หัวขาด
Heads Fujioka. Naue.
Yasuke and Aoi have their own personal story and their own life. But once they allied, they cooperate to achieve the common objective.
Too slow.
It means you can also switch at any moment in the open world. Of course,
ตาย
not
ไง
during
เป้าหมายอยู่
the
ข้างหน้า
infiltration or when
แล้ว
you're
ก็ล้วน
fighting, but otherwise the players can really choose the character they want at any time and choose how they want to play them.
We should go.
Not before we send our allies to look for him.
In this sequence, Yasuke is suggesting to use the spy network. It's a new system that we introduced in Assassin's Creed Shadow to support the shinobi fantasy
The map.
and help the player to find their objective. So you can send your spy to scout areas and spot your targets or the quest objective you have.
A prompt for a spy appears on the
Sometimes
map.
you have both characters in the cutscene where you can pick the one who answer or ask questions. At the end, you can also pick the character you want to continue with. You can choose between Naue being more stealth-oriented or Yasuke being a bit more focused on fight.
But be careful in there.
Don't worry. I won't be alone.
Yasuke and Naue smile at one another.
From this point, we are with Naue inside the Fukujiyama Castle.
Terry.
Those Japanese castles are amazing playgrounds as they offer a lot of opportunity to play in them in a stealth way or rather in fight-oriented.
In the following sequence, you can see what's new in terms of parkour and stealth. First, our grappling hook. It's fully physics-based, so your speed and direction can affect where you go. You can also assassinate from the grappling hook, as you can see now.
In the nighttime complex, Naue stabs a guard.
Cover system to sneak and peek, so you can use your tool from there. You can also observe your surrounding. You can now use prone and crawl in tall grass, so you can hide. You can go under small openings, so it's really useful to sneak around.
You're mine now.
โอ
But
เค
one
ครับ
of the
งาน
big
น่าจะจบแล้วมั้ง
novelties is the dynamic perception of the enemies. They are affected by light and shadow.
Naue looks at a paper lantern.
Break the light and able to vanish and reduce the detection time, so it's a lot easier to quickly move undetected.
Hiding in the shadows, she assassinates the guard.
For combat, but also for stealth. Each weapon has a specific type of
นี่เขาเล่าเหรอ
assassination. Like here with the Kusarigama, you can also assassinate your enemy, but at range.
Yaoi scales a wall.
With Naue, you'll
เนี่ย
feel
คนดู
like
ไป
a
หมดแล้วอะ
shinobi with all the new animation we added to make
จาก
her
80,000เหลือ
lot more
700
agile and faster when doing parkour and everything she does basically.
She vaults up to the roof.
Naue is an agile, self-focused shinobi who will use noise, light, and shadows to evade detection as enemies respond to their changing surroundings.
The screen letterboxes as she assassinates a guard from
Naue is
above.
currently making her way to reach her target. She's going through some elite samurai houses, and as she
ไม่มีเกม
progresses,
ไหน
the
ทำโหน
player
เชือก
will see and
สู้
discover
เซคิโร่
other
ได้เลย
iconic areas of the castle, such as the daimyo
สไป
core.
เดอร์แมนนับไหมครับ ดี
She
ไหม
hops into a courtyard.
The grappling hook can be
เป็น
also
จุด
used to
จุด
grab
เด่น
enemies,
เขาเลยนะ
which is very useful to
โหน
move
ใหญ่
them quickly and dispose of them in the better spot. It's much more efficient than just carrying dead body, for example.
She knocks out the
Giving the
villager.
player the option to decide if they
ผม
want
ไม่เคยเล่นหรอก
or not.
แต่เห็นเป็นจุดเด่นเขาไง
We have a couple of abilities. We have gear, we have weapon that can bring down enemies until they are wake up by other people. Like you saw with the Kusarigama, the katana also have
เนี่ย
special
อันเนี้ย
assassination.
เท่อะ
You can
พิม
stab
พ์
people through shoji door and stay mostly silent.
In dark areas, Naue's outline is highlighted white.
You have a different assassination opportunity.
She sneaks inside a building.
Coming. I need to hide.
Naue leaps up to the
In
ceiling.
interior, there are places to hide, but one of the cool one is the beam that you can use to grapple on the ceiling. It's really useful to not being spot, of course, but also wait for an opportunity to assassinate.
She drops and opens the door. Later, she sneaks into the courtyard. She throws a
Here we saw
shuriken at a
sudden
guard.
weather state change that triggered a thunderstorm.
The noise and the rain and the wind cover your footstep and also your action. The demo is in spring, but in winter the old pan will be frozen, so you can't use the same tactic. You will have to use
โนมิ
prone
บอกว่า
and
สไปเดอร์แมน
slow
โห
or
ดไม่
use
เท่
the kunai to deal
อ๋อ
with the target at distance.
แค่มันม้วน
Naue crawls
ม้วน
into the
ตัว
pond.
ได้ทำท่า
Now
ตอน
we're
ลอย
using
อา
the
กาศได้
breathing stick. With that, you can stay hidden underwater and wait
แต่
for the
ตอนโหน
perfect
เชือก
opportunity to
เลย
assassinate
สู้
or
เซคิโร่
just
ไม่
sneak
ได้
around.
If you're detected, you can choose to escape to return to
ก็
your
เหมือนกับ
stealth loop or go straight in combat.
โหนแบบ
And now
โห
it's
น
choosing
โหน
combat
ธรรมดาใช่ไหมครับไม่ได้ว่าเล่นทุงเล่นท่าอะไร
versatile weapon
ก็คือความเท่สู้ไม่ได้ สู้เทคิโร่ไม่ได้
chain in the other.
She fells bamboo and uses it
แต่ผม
against
ชอบ
several
สไปเดอร์แมน
guards.
นะสนุกดีเล่นเพลิน
In this case, the player decided to escape after many guards joined the fight. Even if Naoe can be very deadly, she doesn't have a strong armor like Yasuke, so it's a lot more risky when you fight multiple enemies at the same time.
She flees by
Anyway,
scaling
in
a
this case,
building.
She already achieved her objective. She killed the daimyo, so all is fine.
She leaps out of a
The
window.
infiltration at night with Naoe. You can also imagine the other option of taking Yasuke and breaking
งาน
through the front
Ubisoft
door.
โชว์ใน
Day, night,
PS หมด
weather,
เลยมา
even
ดูจาก
season
ปุ่ม
can affect the
เป็น
challenges
R2
on your
สี่เหลี่ยม
Thanks for
สี่เหลี่ยม
watching.
สามเหลี่ยม
We hope you've enjoyed this presentation.
กากบาทหมดเลยครับ
Assassin's Creed Shadows will be launching on November 15. We can't wait for you to play it.
Title appears, painted in red, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Text, Assassin's Creed Shadows Collector's Edition reveal.
อ๋อคอลเลกชันมาแล้วครับ
Japanese text
นี่ไง
printed alongside the black box.
ผมว่าคุณ
Yaoi and
โอมิต้อง
Nasuke,
จัดแล้วครับ
Naoe and Yasuke,
ให้คุณไปดีรีวิว
40mm statue. Naoe leaps in the air, wielding a chain weapon and her hidden
40
blade
เซนติเมตร
extended. Text,
ได้แผ่น
exclusive steelbook.
Steelbook
Text, Ultimate Edition, base game, 3 days early access, and more. Collector's art book,
มีสมุดภาพ
84 pages.
อาร์ตบุ๊กครับ
Weaponry, character art, and environment art is shown. Text, Naoe's Katana Suba,
มี
life-sized
ตา
with
สัญลักษณ์
metal stand.
อุ้ยมีใบอันนี้ด้วย
Creed wall scroll. 2 Sumi-e lithographs.
เอาเรื่อง
All items are shown on screen. Collector's edition. The 40-centimeter statue features Naoe leaping and Yasuke wielding
Hello,
his sword.
everyone. I am John Bjerling, Associate Narrative Director
อ๋อ
of
แต่
Star
เกม
Wars
เมื่อกี้ผมเห็น
Outlaws, and I'm here to break down the lore, references,
Star Wars เป็น
and any other Star Wars details
เป็น
you may
เป็น
have missed in our
YB
latest gameplay
เป็น
walkthrough.
The
YBXA
Trailblazer enters hyperspace.
RT RB
On the arcade cabinet,
Kay is a
Orabesh.
fan of arcade
แต่ Assassin's
games,
Creed
has
เป็น
been playing this Raven 6 space shooter for years.
R1
You
R2
can find it and
สี่
other
เหลี่ยม
games
สามเหลี่ยม
scattered throughout the galaxy. Kay grew up around cantinas and learned from an early age
ต้อง
that
จัดแล้วครับ
places to lie low
คอลเลกชัน
and
เมื่อ
new
กี้
opportunities. As Kay travels throughout the galaxy, it's always a good idea to head to the local cantina when looking for intel or work.
A fistfight breaks out nearby.
Kowakian Monka lizards can be found everywhere in the Outer Rim, and they're used
คุณ
as
ไม่รู้ว่า
pets,
ของก็เหมือน
thieves,
เดิม
and
หมด
even food.
แค่เปลี่ยน
But
ฟิก
few
เกอร์
are
ตาม
as
ภาพ
privileged as Salacious B. Crumb in Jabba's palace.
Nearby, a Kowakian sits in an alley. Its long
Many
fingers
merchants
are
will use
spindly.
protocol droids to handle customers from every corner of the galaxy who don't speak Basic or Huttese. Kay can bypass the droids since she's fluent in Huttese, and she can use this to talk her way out of or directly
Protocol.
into some tense situations.
She walks through a nighttime market.
The Trailblazer is an EML 850 light freighter from the Clone Wars. Its reinforced hull was built to ensure safe transport into any kind of environment.
Kay enters
But
through a
high
ramp.
material costs ruined its chances for mass production.
Star Wars
The
โช
ship
ว์ใน
is a rare
PC แล้วเป็นปุ่ม
prototype from
Xbox
a bygone era
อ๋อ
that had a life of its own before ending up in Kay's hands.
She jogs into the cockpit.
Hi, Kay.
She takes hold of control yokes. The Trailblazer blasts off through a hangar bay into an asteroid field.
ก็วนนะครับ
Is an outer rim planet
หรือว่า
that the Empire controls via the local government.
หรือว่า
Normally,
Star Wars
the
ก็จะ
Empire
มี
doesn't
คอลเลก
have a
ชันเหมือนกัน
presence there. But like with many other remote worlds, they carry out occasional audits with support from the
เดี๋ยวรอดู
Imperial
ไปครับ
military.
The Trailblazer shifts into combat to defend the Pike freighter.
I'm coming to help.
Akiva is orbited by an asteroid field made up of the remains of a comet called Kinro. Legend has it that several Jedi banded
Splinter
together
Cell
and used the Force to
น่า
tear
จะ
it
ไม่มา
apart,
แล้ว
but most people think that's just a myth.
Splinter Cell
Prompt cursor leads
Traveling
the
in
enemy
outer rim
ships.
is dangerous, and spacers, smugglers, and syndicate freighters are all at risk of being attacked by pirates. Most pirates are part of local gangs that operate in a specific sector, and they usually only care if a mark looks valuable or not. Pirate ships, like the Scourge and Junkross, are cheap and expendable. Pirates typically steal whatever they can get their hands on, and and they often rely on scare tactics and aggression to get their score.
Kay fires a missile at the last pirate.
The Syndicate has shipping lanes across the Outer Rim, making their freighters hot targets for pirates and
มัน
rival
ไม่บอกว่าอด
syndicate.
ดูแซ
Due to
ม
Kay helping defend this ship,
Fisher เลย
she's improved her reputation
Sam
with the
Fisher
pirates and their underboss, Gorak.
แอมฟิชเชอร์คืออะไรครับ
Spooling up the hyperdrive.
Growing up in the workers' district of Cantabite, Kay always dreamed of being able to get off-world and travel the galaxy.
A prompt appears
Taking the
for Punch It.
Trailblazer and honing her piloting skills, she's finally able to jump across the galaxy in search of the freedom she's always wanted for her and Nyx.
The Trailblazer
Kay is
drops out
entering
of
the legendary
hyperspace.
Mos Eisley on Tatooine, but this planet is large with more than one settlement for you to discover.
A dusty city
It's
spreads
been a
out
privilege to
before
recreate
them.
iconic locations such as Chalmun's Cantina, while also expanding on
Sure.
the world with locations that are completely new.
อ๋อพระเอกสปินเตอร์เซลอ่ะผมไม่รู้อะ
Here we see Kay about to engage in a game of Kessel Sabak, which is her
ไม่รู้
favorite
ชื่อ
card game in the galaxy. To win, Kay will need to keep an eye out for cheaters, or maybe even cheat herself.
She tosses cred chips onto a
Tatooine
table.
is the home of Jabba the Hutt, and after the Hutt cartel faced the surprising loss of their council, Jabba is at the height of his power in the criminal underworld. Following the destruction of the Death Star, the Empire has increased their presence on Tatooine, but everybody knows it's Jabba's domain.
Stormtroopers patrol.
The other syndicates stick to the shadows. K-Speeder is an S-57 Cardinal, a multi-terrain speeder bike that's perfect for explorers.
Nyx's feelers
This
flutter in
speeder
the
is both
wind.
reliable and moddable, and Kay can call it from afar using a control module to give her and Nyx a chance to rest their feet.
Nyx
Imperial
clings to the
shuttles
rear.
are a dead giveaway that there's some Imperial
นี่เขาให้ดูอะไร
nearby.
บอส
Sometimes that might add further risk, but in other cases, it can be a great opportunity for a scoundrel.
แมน
The
แม
shuttle flies
น
low overhead.
Travel around in sandcrawlers, offering trade deals for whoever happens to be nearby. The sandcrawlers were originally built for mining operations, but were co-opted by the Jawas as a way to hold and transport salvage. These flyhorn lizards can be found all around Tatooine's deserts. The lizards use their tails and horns to catch condensation and smaller insects while keeping cool by hiding in the sand.
A tiny red
Some
lizard
moisture
watches
farmers use
Kay
the
ride
lizards
past.
as an indication of their yield. The Hutts are present outside the main cities too, and have established compounds all over Tatooine. Depending on your reputation level, you can walk right in or be turned away from Syndicate territory.
Kay looks through her
Your
electro
interactions with these
binoculars.
locations and the syndicates within will change throughout the game.
She highlights enemies.
Kay and Nyx have been thieving together for years, and their incredibly close bond means that they are able to support each other in any situation.
Kay sneaks into the complex. Nyx attacks the Rodian as Kay punches him out. Icons appear for Nyx prompts.
Nyx, do you sense anyone close?
His feelers spread out as the pulse highlights nearby enemies. Kay sneaks in and with a prompt downs a Rodian woman, but is spotted by a second guard.
Kay is using a well-worn VM-19
Oh, yeah.
blaster with a unique ability to switch modules. Here, we see Kay
เหมือน
use
จะ
the
บอก
stun
ระบบ
mode
อะไรสักอย่าง
to take out this guard instantly and quietly.
The guard collapses. Kay spots a nearby case that's highlighted in the environment.
See what we have here.
She pulls her data spike out of her hair.
This is Kay's data spike, which she can use for picking locks. When not in use, she conceals it by wearing it as a hairpin.
Wait, Quint? That sheriff from Wayfar used to work for the Hutts? I should talk to her.
Kay unlocks intel.
มันมีถามว่ามีงานเหล็กปะ
She fires at another Rodian guard who walks in, discovering her. She opens a larger door and opens fire.
Are widely used by syndicates as cheap and expendable
ผมดู
firearms.
ถึงแค่ Ubisoft แล้วกัน
They are very dangerous.
แต่งานอื่น
Use their blasters
มีไหม
ion
ยังไม่ได้ดูเลยครับ
disrupt them, as we see here.
The droid explodes, electrifying two nearby guards.
ผมจบ
You may
งาน
recognize
คลิป
these as
เกม
masters, a native Tatooine predator
สุด
with
ท้ายก็
armored
Ubisoft เนี่ยนะครับ
hides, sharp spines, and a dangerous bite. They were first domesticated by the Tusken, but even the Hutt cartel beastmasters use them to guard their territory.
The massive latches onto Kay's wrist before she kicks it off.
The iconic Gamorreans that were hired by Jabba himself as his most reliable guards. They are incredibly powerful and dangerous, particularly at close range.
The pig-faced guards wield halberds.
Power module to try and take them out before fleeing.
Kay summons her speeder bike and hops aboard. Nix hops on behind her.
Tatooine will feature its iconic twin suns, and you'll be able to witness some beautiful sunrises and sunsets on your journey across.
The sky is painted a gentle blue and pink.
Next to the sheriff's office, we see some banthas, which are typically domesticated herd animals used for their milk, meat, leather, and transport. Banthas are omnivores and can sustain energy without food or water for long stretches of time.
The huge furry banthas have twirling twin horns.
Where moisture farmers come to sell water, socialize, and
Welfare Station
Tatooine is known to be filled with outlaws preying on these farmers, which is why we see a stacked bounty board on the wall to the sheriff's office.
The bounty board shows photos.
Spot Kay's picture on the board.
You again.
Sheriff Quint is a Weequay and former pirate who had a lot of success due to her gunslinger skills. She eventually turned away from her old lifestyle and towards the law.
Quint wears a cowboy
using her
hat.
Skills to help the people of Wayfar. Quint is one of the experts in our game, so Kay can agree to help her out, and in exchange, Quint will help Kay develop her blaster.
ตามจริงมีอีกงานหนึ่งครับแต่เขาไม่ประกาศวันเลยผมก็ไม่รู้ว่าจะไปดูได้ยังไง
She opens fire.
The new Savannah
Nintendo
in collaboration between
งาน Nintendo Direct ครับ
Lucasfilm Games. The strong winds on the moon wear down
ผมเพิ่งนึกออกเมื่อกี้
amberine. This can create ramps for Kay.
เขายังไม่ประกาศวันอะไรเลยครับว่าจะมีงานไหม
Here we get another glimpse of the lush, dense jungle planet of Akiva, which has been fully realized visually for the first time.
มีแค่แบบคนบอกว่าอาจจะหลังจากนี้1 เดือนอะไรเงี้ยครับ
Kay grew up brawling in cantinas and sneaking around as a thief, so she can hold her own in combat. We even see her take down a death trooper with an electroshock prod. And here, we see a range of alien species being brought together by Sabak. This includes
Nintendo Direct.
Zabrak, and Trandoshan. You'll encounter a range of different species scattered across the Outer Rim.
Kay rides her speeder bike, then takes off on the Trailblazer out of a cave beyond a waterfall.
Kay and Nix are betting on a Fathier race, being broadcast live from her hometown of Cantobite. Nix loves following the race on the holo projector.
Nix stares placidly.
These are flyers, native to Tushara. They have a habit of stealing anything they can get their hands on, hoarding the items in remote nests. The Tusharans use wind fishing nets to capture them for their meat.
The flyers resemble dragonflies.
She'll learn to use some other weapons when she needs some additional firepower.
The minigun.
Such as this Imperial Z6 rotary blaster cannon.
It deploys a shield in front of her.
Here we see a Rancor, a reptilian species that originally hailed from the planet Dathomir. As fans will know, Rancors are extremely dangerous, so they present quite a threat to someone like Kay.
Title.
And that's some of the things that you may have missed in our latest gameplay walkthrough. The team is hard at work crafting this galactic scoundrel adventure, and we're excited for players to experience the Outer Rim as Kay and her companion Nix on August 30th. If you're willing to take the risk, the galaxy is full.
นี่ผมรอดู Collector Edition ให้เลยนะครับเผื่อจะสนใจ
Title: Star Wars Outlaws.
เฮ้ย
Title:
The Division
The Division 2. Several operatives rappel from a helicopter. One rifle butts a captive.
As we're wrapping up year 5, we want to thank you for your continuous support.
อันนี้งานจบยังครับ
Narrative Director.
Revamp of Project Rewards, a significant
หรือว่าเราดื้อเราไม่ไปสักที
various PvP improvements, a major gear balancing pass, as well
The
as
Division update
bug fixes.
These major changes laid the foundation for exciting updates coming with year 6 and even more thrilling developments ahead.
Yannick Bachereau.
Just getting started.
Text, Year
ปี
6, The Road Ahead.
เส้นทางที่ยากลำบาก
As we prepare the
ใช่ไหม
game for even more content.
Radu Nadea.
Division 2 will feature 3 seasons. Each of them will bring fundamental changes to the endgame and our
6
seasonal
ปี
model.
เส้นทางที่จับมือกัน
Engagement to new heights.
แฮนฮาร์ด
is set to begin on June 11th.
Andrea Diana. Text, Meet the First Rogue.
Keener is alive.
Come find me.
Keener is alive and has come to Washington, D.C. to meet with us. However, as is always the case with Keener, the road to finding him is paved with dangers, and his true intentions remain unclear.
What do you believe, Agent?
Text, Season 1,
ซีซั่น 1
Endgame.
Year 6
วัน
is
เอ็นเกม
for all agents. All owners of Tom Clancy's The
อ๋อ
Division
Division
2
2 Play
can now level up their characters to level
เลเวล
40
40
without
เอ็นเกม
needing to own Warlords of New York and enjoy the seasonal experience.
That means that all Division 2 players can continue leveling up in Washington, D.C., and once they reach level 40, they will gain access to all past and future endgame content, including exclusive weapons and gear, seasonal manhunt and events, endgame modes like the Summit, Countdown, and Paradise Lost Incursion.
They fire automatic weapons. A brick wall explodes. Text, Season 2, Revamped Seasons
Expedite
2.0.
players' access to the endgame, we're introducing a new progression system to offer you more ways to advance and customize your gameplay experience. Seasons 2.0.
Text, A New Beginning.
2.0 will bring a fresh twist to the experience. Seasonal characters. By creating a season-specific character, you'll be able to experiment with new builds, modifiers, and mechanics affecting both agents and enemies, getting a unique experience every season.
We streamlined the progression to ensure a rewarding journey both for new players and veterans, without requiring extensive playtime to reach level 40.
Expect weekly updates filled with fresh activities,
โรเมบอกว่าไม่เห็น
and
มี
rebalanced
เปิดตัว
XP,
Division
all within an immersive narrative that unfolds in
Earthland
Year 6.
An operative
Season ใหม่นะ
charges in wielding a shotgun. Objective, reactivate the
At the end
ISAC
of each
node.
season, all your hard-earned XP and rewards will merge with your main characters, and your seasonal characters will be added to your existing roster, expanding your options and strategies.
Text, Manhunt
Year 6
2.0.
also transforms the manhunts as we know them, bringing a new gameplay experience.
Say goodbye to targets and lieutenants as we introduce weekly scouts, allowing for a better paced story progression.
Each scout will be a project consisting of a few
อ๋อภาค
engagement
ใหม่
activities for you to
เป็น
complete.
ฟรีทู
Scouts
เพ
will
ย์
be available to seasonal characters only and built to complement your overall progression in the season.
That's not all. Prepare for a new difficulty level available for climax missions only. Master.
Master
อ้าว
difficulty will offer an epic
โทรศัพท์ผมแบตหมด
conclusion to each season, providing challenging and thrilling gameplay experiences designed for 4 players.
A map appears. Text, Updated Player Expression, Season
Later
3.
in the year, we're excited to bring you an improved player customization experience. Look forward to improvements and new functionalities that will let you celebrate your characters and achievements in more dynamic and personalized ways.
Operatives wear a gas mask and a yellow full suit of armor. Outside the Washington Monument,
Year
they
6 will
fire at
culminate in the
defenders.
new story DLC, which will return players to the place where it all began, Brooklyn, New York.
Join the division in our coming season and watch the story unfold. We can't wait for you to see what's next.
He smiles. Logo for Ubisoft. Text
โอ
appears.
เคจบ
Ubisoft Forward. Thanks for watching.
คอลเลกชัน
Provided by Descriptive Video Works.
สรุปคอลเลกชันไม่มีครับ มีแต่
By
Assassin
Emissary.
Heat Shadow โอเคครับก็งาน Ubisoft Forward ก็ประมาณนี้ ก็เดี๋ยวดูก่อนครับว่าอาจจะมานินไหม เดี๋ยวไว้บอกอีกทีนึงครับ ถ้าสนใจ อุดมไม่บอกว่างานดีแต่เกมน้อยไปหน่อยวนๆ ไอตอนท้ายนี่ผมยังงงอยู่เลยเขาวนมาบอกระบบใช่ไหม ก็พระเอกก็ Assassin's Creed Shadow ครับมีฮาปาร์ตี้กันเลยครับแต่ว่าเท่มากก็โอเคครับเอาไว้เท่านี้ก่อน Ubisoft Forward ไว้เดี๋ยวครั้งหน้ามาใหม่ครับก็ไปแล้วครับประมาณนี้เนาะบายบายครับผมเจอกันใหม่ครับบายบาย Assassin's Creed Shadow บายบายครับบายบาย